बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, राधा रानी की जय, श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की जय। प्रथमं सद्गुरुं वन्दे श्रीकृष्णं तदनन्तरं गुरुः पापात्मनां त्राता श्रीकृष्णस्य त्वमलात्मना वन्दे बृन्दावनानन्दा राधिका परमेश्वरी गोपिका परमां शुद्धा लादिनी शक्तिरूपिणी नमः कमलना भाय नमः कमलमालिने नमः कमलपादाय नमस्ते कमलेक्षण यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तद्भुवं देवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, राधा रानी की जय, श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की जय। प्रिय भक्त समुदाय, दिव्य आत्माओं, महानुभाव, devout devotees of the Lord Sri Radha Krishna, the divine souls. First, let me say Radhe Radhe to each and everyone, and my pranam, my humblest prostrations to each and every one of you. Today is the seventh day of our sadhana shivir, spiritual retreat here at Yugal Kunj, Hamilton in Canada. We have been so far listening to the explanation of a divine pad, divine composition written by Jagat Gurutam Sri Kripalu Mahaprabhu. As we know over and over, we hear, all devotees know, Satsangi, that Sri Maharaji has been lovingly called Jagat Gurutam Sri Kripalu Mahaprabhu, is only the fifth Mool Jagat Guru, original. Sri Kripalu Mahaprabhu, for the benefit of the souls in the world. He delivered thousands and thousands of divine discourses, wrote thousands and thousands of divine compositions, poetry, bhajan, kirtan, padh, wrote many, many books, Prem Ras Siddhant, Prem Ras Madira, Braj Ras Madhuri, Bhakti Shatak, Yugal Shatak, Radha Govind Geet, Shama Sham Geet, etc. So, this, one of his very first book he wrote, after writing Prem Ras Siddhant, Prem Ras Madira, which contains 1008 pads or divine compositions, 21 madhuris. These pads or divine compositions in the book Prem Ras Madira contains all the divine philosophy of all the Vedic scriptures, Vedas, Puranas, Mahabharata, Gīta, Ramayana, etc. All the divine pastimes of Sri Radha Krishna, the cowherds, the gopis, etc. So we have been looking at one pad from Siddhant Madhuri, pad number 38. We can follow in those who are here in book 1, page 20. We'll sing again a few couple lines and then we'll continue from where we left off yesterday. Kata ita ut bhaṭakāta chapala chita kata
ita ut bhaṭakāta chapala chita.
O kata ita ut bhaṭakāta chapala chita kata
ita ut bhaṭakāta chapala chita.
kūkara shukara kīța patangani.
Kūkara shukara kīța patangani.
O dharyo anantana gāta chapala chita.
dharyo anantana gāta chapala chita.
Kata ita ut bhaṭakāta chapala chita.
Kata ita ut bhaṭakāta chapala chita.
O aganita suta pati nāri banāyo.
Aganita suta pati
banāvata jāta chapala chita
abahuṁ banāvata jāta chapala chita
o kata ita uta bhaṭakāta chapala chita
kata ita uta bhaṭakāta chapala chita.
chapala chita kata ita uta bhaṭakāta. O wayward mind, fickle, wayward. The mind is extremely fickle, wayward. So, this inquisitive soul, desiring to know more, is questioning oneself. O mind, O fickle mind, O wayward mind, why are you wandering here, there, and everywhere? Because of you, I've had to go in so many different forms, uncountable time. I mean in soul, Atma. The soul rotates in 8.4 million forms of life. Akar 4,84,000 yoni भ्रमट yaha jiva avinasi. Bhagavan Shri Ram is saying to the residents of Ayodhya, ये जीवात्मा जीव अविनाशी है, अनादि है, अज अनादि, लेकिन वो भ्रमण करते हैं 84 लाख प्रकार की योनियों में. The Jivatma, the individual soul, according to all the Vedas, Gita, Bhagavad, every scripture is saying, the Jivatma, the individual soul, who we are, is eternal, beginningless. Never had a beginning, will never have an end. Unborn. But from beginningless time, it has been wandering in 8.4 million forms of life. 84 lakh. Dog, cat, donkey, worm, tree, grass, devata, 8.4 million. And will continue unless we realize what we are looking for we will not find in this world. We listen to a true saint, a true guru, what the scriptures are saying, and understanding that knowledge through the grace of a rustic saint, a true guru, true saint, bona fide saint, the decision is able to sit in our intellect. Uncountable times we have heard Gita, Ramayana, Bhagavad, Ved. We have read. This Gita is not only the first time. All Sanatan, the scriptures in Sanatan Dharma are eternal. Sanatan Dharma itself means eternal. Beginningless. Never had a beginning. In due course of time, in this Kali Yuga, all the scriptures will disappear. All. Most of Vedas doesn't exist anymore. A very small amount. In all the other scriptures, we know right now, Puran, Mahabharata, Gita, Ramayana, etc., this will all disappear. People will no longer have faith in God or the scriptures. Only science. Only what you can see. Pratyaksh. If I can't see, I don't believe. Prove it. Prove there's God. Right now we already see children go to school and they are taught certain things, and then they start having an argument with the parent or anyone who wants to tell them there is a God, or this world that we see was created by God. As far as science is concerned, it was created by a big bang, explosion. And all children believe that. They go to school, they hear that. We all came from monkeys, amoeba, and then it gradually, other form, and eventually monkey, and then we became human being. Darwin's theory, evolution. Most children in school believe that now. So Kali Yuga has just started, and this is already happening. Imagine what's going to happen later on. We just started Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga, length of Kali Yuga is 432,000 years. This is how long this Kali Yuga lasts for. And only about 5,000, little more than 5,000 is gone. The moment Sri Krishna completed his divine pastime in the world, he finished his pastime after 125 years. He stayed in the world in Dwapar. The moment he left, this Kali Yuga started. This age we call Kali Yuga. And it's not getting better. Some of us who are older, myself included, we look back at what life used to be in our childhood. How honest people were, how good, how helping, how compassionate. And we see less and less of that now. Nobody wants to help anyone. You see someone dying on the street, not going to go close. Somebody is having a problem, nobody cares. There's no more compassion, all this. I remember when I was growing up, there was no gate in the house, nothing. You could leave the house open and nobody worried. Now you have all this fence and gate and burglar proof, and they're still breaking. Even after putting all of that, they're able to get inside. So we are actually seeing what happens in the course of time in Kali Yuga. It's going to get worse, not better. People will no one will take God's name anymore. They'll stop believing that there's somebody called God, Bhagavan. Everything is scientific. They already created a religion called Scientology in America. All over the world they will start creating their own way of belief and everything. So, this happens. And then Bhagwan will come eventually. I told you yesterday about Kalki Bhagwan. Kalki, there's a descension of Sri Krishna called Kalki. He will come, finish the world. It will get so bad. This world will become so bad. We may come back a few times. It will get so bad that the Lord Himself will come and finish the world. This has happened uncountable time. It is natural. It's not something that's only this Kali Yuga. Kag Basund ji saw uncountable Kali Yuga through the grace of Bhagwan Sri Ram. Uncountable. There's a section in the Ramayana called the Kali Yuga Mahima. In Bhagavad Mahapuran also 12th canto talks about what happens in Kali Yuga. Right? So, little thing different here and there. Even in the Leelas of Bhagwan, more or less the same thing happened. But some little things, sometimes Radharani, Shri Krishna gets married to Radharani, sometimes they don't get married, sometimes little things here and there. But more or less the same thing happens all the time. All the fixed dissensions. So, we have been rotating like that. And at least now, we still believe in God. We're still chanting Radhe Radhe, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Radhe Govind. We're still going to mandir, etc. Still attending the spiritual retreat. Few have some desire for extra chanting. Not everyone. It's all to do with how our mind is, the condition of our mind. इसमें कितना शुद्धता है, how much purity is there. This will determine how much we get excited when there is some place or some activity which is going to get us closer to Radharani Shri Krishna. Excitement comes. You know, like in the world, a boy sees a girl sees a boy, and something happens, and then they have a date and they get so excited. Huh? Or there's some great personality, sports personality, is very famous cricketer or football player or someone, and that he's visiting this place and everybody here, this person is coming, and there's big excitement. There's big arrangement and big excitement. So-and-so is coming. So for a one, when there's a purity in the heart, they've done a lot of sadhana in the past life or in this life. They've shed lots of tears for Radha, Krishna, for Guru. And some purity has come in the heart more. That excitement comes naturally. If there is no activity or something like that, they get bored and they feel, and there's nothing going on. Just like the worldly person gets bored if there's not some worldly exciting activity, a rock star, some singer, somebody, pop singer. I don't know the names of these people. Maybe a film star or someone. Or there's a movie has come out. And everybody's talking about this movie, and there's all this thing about seeing this movie. So a devotee finds that boring, doesn't care about those kinds of things. True sadhak, with the purity in the heart, not wearing Radhe Shami and putting tilak, and Maharaji is my guru. Something inside happens. There's a excitement naturally happens. That doesn't happen, it means that I'm not doing enough bhakti, I'm not doing enough sadhana. Oh my God, 3 hours extra chanting, hey Bhagavan. I need to sleep. Sleep is more important. We start worrying now what's going to happen to me if I don't get this 2 of my extra, Guru said don't sleep more than 6 hours. Instruction given by Guru, for a sadhak, one should not sleep more than 6 hours. Actually, previous to that, Sri Maharaj used to say 5 hours if you are single. If you are single, 5 hours sleep, no more than 5 hours sleep. And if you are married and has kids, then 1 hour extra. 6 hours. But generally the thing is 6 hours sleep, no more than 6 hours sleep. But even then, some of us, we need 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours. Many of us, if we get 4 hours sleep, we get plenty. Some of us, when we go to the spiritual places, with our meeting spiritual associates, with, our buddy Didi, we want to get up early in the morning when she used to be there. We get 2 hours, 3 hours, and we're fine. There's excitement to get up in the morning and go and sit with her. And we come back in the world and we need 8 hours. Anyhow, so Guru says don't sleep too much. Whether it's a holiday, it is Christmas Day, Boxing Day, it's a holiday. Sadhana, spiritual retreat, winter retreat. This is day to sit up, relax home, lie down, sleep a few hours extra. I work so hard. And we listen to the mind. This is the manmani. This is the chapala chita. Listening to the mind. We give in to it. We don't need so much sleep. Actually, when you sleep extra, you bring tamasic quality into you. Why Guru says don't sleep more than 5 hours, more than 6 hours? Because too much sleep, anything in excess is dangerous, not good. Shri Krishna makes it clear in the Gīta. Yuktahara vihares yukta cheshtasya karmasu yukta sapnava bodhasya jagato naiva charjuna. One should not sleep too much, nor sleep too little. One should not eat too much, nor eat too little. If you want to be a sadhak, if you want to be in the spiritual path, one should not drink too much, nor drink too little. Everything has to be done in a scientific and regulated way. Too much sleep, it brings tamasic quality to you, laziness. That's why Guru is given the instruction to us. We wonder why is he saying don't sleep so much, don't sleep this amount of... We wonder, does he want to punish me? I love to sleep. Body needs a certain amount of sleep. It's important, we have to get certain amount of sleep. Too less is also bad. It needs. But too much is bad also. There's a lot of fight we have to fight with this mind. Uncountable lifetimes we've been given into the mind. It's called मनमानी. दो चीज है, एक गुरु उपदेश, गुरु आज्ञा, और एक है मनमानी. Two things. Instructions given by a guru, a true saint. Guru Agya. Agya Palan. Only following the instruction, doing what Guru tells us. Maharaj Ji wrote, Guru ki buddhi mein apna buddhi jor do. We have to join our intellect with Guru's intellect. So are we going to physically join our intellect to his intellect? What is he saying? No, it means we have to let our intellect be governed by Guru's instruction, his agya. Look, whatever, the mind is very bad. This is accepted. Even Arjuna is saying, Chan chalami mana Krishna pramati balavadidham tasyaham nikaham manye vayuriva sudushkaram. Arjuna, Shri Krishna is telling Arjuna, the whole chapter 6 especially, to meditate, to find time to sit down and do dhyan, meditation, chant God's name. Do dhyan, focus the mind on Shri Krishna. Arjuna said, how to do this? Not that Arjuna couldn't do it, but he's speaking for us. This mind is so strong, turbulent and unyielding. It is more difficult to control the mind than it is to control the wind. It's mind. So the mind by nature is extremely wayward, fickle, chapala. And we have to focus it. If we have to do dhyan, meditation, if we have to do sadhana, means focus in the mind, that we should be able to sit down and visualize or think only about Radharani, Shri Krishna, about Maharaji, about Guru, the saint. The mind should not go anywhere else. How to do it is very difficult. So we've always been listening to the mind. Mind is material. It's a product of Maya. Actually, the mind is called Maya in the scriptures. So, subject of the mind is the world. It loves the world. It's natural for the mind to run to the world, to look for physical comfort. To want to sleep, to want to eat, to want to go to the cinema, to want to go here, go to the mall. Sometimes not to buy anything. Just some people do what is called window shopping. They don't buy anything. They want to go to the mall. Why? I've heard about this. I don't do it. I wonder what is this thing about. I would go to the mall, yeah. But if I want something, I go straight to the store. I need this thing. I buy it. I'm gone. Finish. But some people, hey, Bhagavan, they spend the whole day in the mall. And then sometimes they didn't buy anything. And they had fun. And it's called window shopping. This is the nature of the mind. It loves the world. It is material, it's Maya, so it loves material. To take the mind in a different direction, the mind is going to rebel. Uncountable lifetimes this mind has practiced to love the world, to run to the world, to get the world. Now you're trying to take it in a different direction. Hey, don't love the world. Love only Radharani, only Shri Krishna, only Maharaji. So it's going to rebel. It'll fight. You heard about Mahabharata? There's a big war to fight with this mind of ours. Big war. It will rebel in every way. I've heard people experience even pain when they try to take the mind away from the world and bring it to Radha, Krishna, bring it to God, bring it to Guru. People feel pain, dukh, dard. And it's all to do with the mind, the mind. Atma doesn't feel pain or anything. Who we are, it's all the mind. So it's natural for it to run to the world. Now we have to change it through knowledge. Knowledge given by a true saint, a true guru. I keep saying over and over, not by reading Gita, Ramayana, Bhagavad. We'll get confused. Don't think I'm going to get knowledge. I'm going to study Gita. I'm going to study the Ramayana. I want to know so many dohas and chaupai by heart. Some people know the whole Gita. They're little children. In India, they're little kids, and they can say the whole Gita. Not a big book, 700 shloks, but the whole. Kanthast. But have they attained God realization? No. Good memory, that's all. Tivra buddhi. Doesn't get you anywhere spiritually. So knowledge given by the guru, the true guru, the saint. This is why Sri Krishna says in Gita, Tad virapranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshina. Chapter 4, verse 34. If you are so fortunate to meet the true guru, the true spiritual master, and here we went in this in detail, jnaninaha plus tattva darshinaha. This is what qualifies him to be guru. Nothing else. No parampara, no lineage, no which family you belong to, not how much educated you are, or how handsome, or how much money you have, or how nice you can sing. This is the thing we look at. We judge externally. And this is why instead of true guru, genuine saint, we end up worshipping fake imposters. Lakhi suvesha jagavanchak jeu vesha pratapa puji ahiteu. The great saint Tulsidas Maharaj is saying, we, the worldly people in the world, the people in the world, the worldly people, we people, we're not antarayami. We can't go inside and see, inside someone's heart. घुस के नहीं देख सकते अंदर, तो बाहर देखते हैं. We look outwardly. How a person dresses, what kind of clothes they wear, how many malas they have around their neck, what kind of mark on the forehead, how nice and how soft and how sweet. There's a thing nowadays, they call these people, what kind of speakers? Motivational. Big thing, plenty money. Just to be able to, there's a way you should speak, and everybody gets convinced. You can speak the biggest nonsense, but it has a way that you have to put the word, and the way you say it, and the way you tone your voice. Oh, and people fall. It's a big thing, this motivational speaking. Big thing. People make big, big money. There are some people, millions of dollars you have to pay them to come and speak. Nothing about God, just to make you feel good. And people pay lots of money to go. Lots of money. So that's how we judge. We look outwardly because we can't see on the inside. So here Sri Krishna is saying, no, no, no. Jnaninaha. So two qualities. Number one, jnaninaha. Number two, tattvadarshinaha. This is also in Ved, Bhagavad, everywhere. These are the two qualities that qualifies one to be guru. Nothing else. Jnaninaha, complete knowledge, all the Vedas, all the Puranas, all the scriptures. Complete knowledge. Not only knowledge, he is able to give that knowledge to us. The power to make us understand. When a true saint is speaking, saint is governed by Sri Krishna. When someone attains God realization, he is no longer doing anything. Jo kare so hari kare. In the world you have heard of people being possessed by bhoot and pret, ghosts and spirit. Maybe some of you have seen, I have seen, or you have heard, when people find themselves in the wrong place, when they are very weak spiritually, etc., these spirits, people who have died in a bad way, they did wrong things, they committed suicide, the punishment, they'll become a ghost. There's no good spirit. All are evil. Evil people become ghosts, and this is a punishment by Bhagwan. They're evil. So the thing is that they have desires. They're in spirit form, but they still have desires to drink, to eat, to do everything. But they can't do it in spirit form. So to fulfill that desire, they are looking for someone to possess. Through the medium of that person's body, they can drink, they can eat, they can do everything. With all the five senses. And if they can't find someone to possess, they may possess a house, etc. There's haunted house or tree. We heard the kata of Tulsidas that there was a tree and there was a ghost living in the tree. So this is there. But they look for someone. The house can't fulfill the desire, a tree, but a human being can. The person has to be very weak spiritually. Doesn't have anything about God, does not go to satsang, does not chant Radhe Radhe, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, etc. So it may become very easy for these spirits to possess. And when they get possessed by the spirit, this ghost, bhoot, pret, they start speaking on topics and language that they never learned before. They may start speaking Sanskrit on certain subjects they never did in their whole life. They can walk on fire, eat fire, pierce the body, no pain. And people get amazed when they see these things and they start worshipping them. You're worshipping bhoot, pret. Be careful. Bhutani yani bhute ja. Chapter 9, verse 25. Those who worship ghosts and spirit will become ghosts and spirit. Shri Krishna is saying in Gita. Yes, so they will claim, I am Hanuman, I am Durga, I am Kali, like this. Because they're evil. They want to fulfill their desires. Now, as long as the spirit possesses that person, he's no longer responsible for anything they do. That's why they can do things amazingly. Hold fire, walk on fire, do all kinds of. They're not doing anything. The spirit is doing. And then the spirit leave and they come back normal. In the same way, when someone attains God realization, Nandaput, Mahabhut, that supreme ghost, Sri Krishna, takes possession of them. And just like in the world, the person when he's possessed by a ghost or spirit is no longer responsible for what they do, say, etc. In the same way, when that supreme ghost, Sri Krishna, possesses a soul, he is no longer responsible for anything that he does or say. From that moment onward, everything he does or says is Sri Krishna. And unlike the material world, where this ghost or spirit possesses a person for some time and then leave, once we get possessed by Sri Krishna, it is forever. You will never become worldly again. You get possessed, when we get possessed by Sri Krishna, sada pashyanti surya tad vishnu padamam padam, forever. Now he's no longer, he stopped doing. He's attained everything. He's no longer the doer. That's why Kabir is saying, Jo kare so hari kare. But it's only for a saint. That from now, whatever he's doing, whatever he's saying, it's all Sri Krishna. So when a saint is given a discourse, lecture, it is Sri Krishna himself, Radharani herself. Through his words flow divine bliss. Things that we could not understand, divine knowledge, even from uncountable lifetime of listening, reading, etc., very quickly becomes clear to us. Through that divine power in the words of a saint. Because Sri Krishna himself, Radharani herself is speaking. Very quickly we understand. We get a foretaste of divine bliss. If the heart is pure and you start listening to the lecture of a divine saint, tears will start flowing, the pores in the body will raise on ends. Because these are divine words. Of course, there are some who will fall asleep. Sri Maharaji would say that the heart is so sinful, the heart is so dirty, saint is given lecture and they're fallen asleep. Part, the vessel. Then we'll have so much effect. So, jnaninaha, all the doubts just vanishes. True knowledge, you start understanding. Tattvadarshinaha. And the second quality, even more important, is seeing Krishna. He's attained the divine knowledge, divine bliss, divine vision. As I said before, Siya Ram mai sab jag jani, karahu pranam jori jug pani, jit dekhu tit sham mai hai. He sees God in every particle of the world, everywhere. If we are so fortunate to meet such an entity, the true Guru, bona fide saint, what to do? And Sri Krishna says, number one, tad virip pranipatena. Completely surrender. Surrender doesn't mean going and do pranam to his charan paduka or his lotus feet. Surrender means Mayeva mana adhasva may buddhim niveshaya. Completely surrender in the mind, intellect. Only Guru knows what's good for me. Agya palan. This is what surrender means. Agya palan. To follow the instruction of Guru. Not to have doubt. Maharaji said, do this. I'm not going to apply my mind. He tells one person, sit down in the satsang, just chant Radhe Radhe. He tells another person, go and do the seva. Go 10 miles, go all the way to Toronto and do this. He's telling him to sit and do Radhe Radhe and telling me to go all the way to Toronto. No. Gaya. Nama prad. Moment you apply the intellect, we have already done nama prad, unpardonable sin. Moment Guru say, you just do. That's what surrender. Pranipatina. Pariprashnena. Acquire true knowledge. Of course, through his lecture, his philosophy. Read his philosophy again and again. Listen to his lectures again and again. Don't think I know enough. Many of us, I've heard this lecture, I've heard this time. Again and again, he's telling me. As long as we are under Maya, never think, I have heard enough, I have heard it many times. Yes, keep hearing. Padh Vyakhya has made a sutra for this. In Vedanta Sutra, Brahma Sutra, Avritti Rasakri Dupadeshat. Avritti means bar, again and again, listen, again and again, read. What? Upadesh. Dupadeshat. Not, doesn't mean to go and read Gita again and again, read Ramayana again and again, read Bhagavad. No. Guru's Upadesh, the philosophy given by a true Guru, a saint, his lectures. Listen again and again. Read again and again. Get the Prema Siddhant. Any book he's written, read again and again. Listening to thousands and thousands of lectures. Listen again and again. So that knowledge eventually will come and sit. Our memory is very weak. This is Kali Yuga. This is one of the problems of Kali Yuga. We forget very quickly. Bhul jate hai bahut jaldi. Now we hear something 10 minutes afterwards. You remember what Bhaiya just said? I forgot. Bhul gaya. Or if not 10 minutes tomorrow. So to keep that knowledge fresh, and the more firm it gets in the intellect, the more we'll benefit. So we have to hear again and again, read again and again. Ask question if you have a doubt. Not to see how much he knows. Some people ask question because they want to see if he knows how much I know. Not to ask question like that. Ask question because there's a doubt, because you want to clarify. You don't understand. This is why Sri Krishna didn't say prashna, he said pariprashnena. Pariprashnena. Ask with an inquisitive mind. Not a doubting one. Not to see how much he knows, or to show how much you know, or to prove him wrong. No. And sevaya. Serve him, do his seva. Seva is very important. Very important. Many of us, everybody is doing, I likes to just relax, sit down. Get the desire to serve, to do seva. The more we want to do seva, it means more bhakti. Bhakti is seva, seva is bhakti. The service of Hari Guru, Radha Krishna Guru. Not serving mommy and papa and husband and wife, and that's not seva. That's a service, not seva. Seva means bhakti. When we serve Radha Krishna, we serve Guru, Hari Guru, this seva. This bhakti. We'll then get all the knowledge. And we go, that's what joining our buddhi with Guru's buddhi. Let the buddhi, you see, whatever, as I was saying, whatever the mind, the buddhi, the intellect, our intellect says to the mind, it has to follow. Has to. It cannot go against. But our intellect has also become very bad. Uncountable lifetime of sin, pap, doing wrong things, attached to the material world. So, when we follow what Guru is telling us, we follow Guru's instruction, we do what Guru say, don't apply our mind. That's what it means by joining our intellect with Guru's intellect. Now, when that happens, according to Guru's instruction, now whatever that says, the mind will follow. Then we'll say, okay, Maharaji says, only 6 hours, only 5 hours, that's it. I'm not going to sleep more. Don't eat this kind of food, that kind of food, too much hot, too much spicy. Whatever you eat affects the mind, and the mind is the main thing. You are what you eat. Jo khate aise banenge. So, Agya Palan is very important. So, I didn't stray from the talk today. This is very important. Some may think that, oh, Bhaiya, he strayed away from the talk. No, this is very important. It's observing what we are doing, right? And how we need to pull ourselves up. All to do with this fickle mind, this wandering mind. Why it's wandering here and there? Why it doesn't want to do extra chanting? Why it want to sleep? All the mind is doing this. Why it's getting bored? It's excited in the world, gets bored with chanting Radhe Radhe. Gaurang Mahaprabhu says, Nam Nama Kadi Bahudha Nija Sarva Shaktis Tartar Pita Niyamita Smarane Nakala Etadishi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaiva Midshamiha Janina Anuraga. Hey Shri Krishna, you have so many names, uncountable. And you're so merciful, you have taken all your power and put in the name. Naam mein baith gaya. Sare Shakti bhar diya. Naam aur Nami mein bhed nahi. You're sitting in the name. And you have made no rules when it comes to taking the name, which direction to face, what to take bath, where you can take the name. Anywhere, anytime, anyhow. Didn't bathe for a whole month, chant Radhe Radhe. Sit in the toilet, chant Radhe Radhe. Anywhere. Itna kripa. Etadishi tava kripa bhagavan mamapi. Your grace, your kripa is to the highest limit. But Durdaiva midshamiha janina anuragaha. My durdaiva, my misfortune is also to the highest. I don't have anurag, love for chanting your name. Otherwise, when we hear there is extra chanting, 12 o'clock, 4 o'clock, I'm excited. I want to. And then Bhaiya say, no, we're not going to have any more extra chant. Oh God. Then you feel bad now. Because you want that, because the fate is there that Radha Rani is sitting in the name Radhe, Shri Krishna is sitting in the name Krishna, Govind. Oh, Vishwas hai. Fate. We have to make that. We have to practice that. It's not there. By doing sadhana, by listening to Guru's lecture, Maharaj's lecture again and again, by shedding tears, all this will happen slowly, slowly. But we have to, don't be careless, don't be lazy. So, there's much more. We'll hear the continuation in the next lecture. Bole Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai, Radha Rani ki jai, Srimad Sadguru Sarkar ki jai. Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe.